In 1971, the then government headed by Prime Minister Sirimav Bandaranaike introduced the 1971 Business Acquisition Act. This act enabled the Minister of Finance to acquire and vest in the government any business undertaking which was of a commercial, industrial, agricultural or professional nature. Acting under the provisions of this act, the Colombo Commercial Company Limited, United Motors Lanka Limited, Ceylon Oxygen Limited, British Ceylon Corporation Limited and Buhari Hotels Limited were some of the institutions that were taken over by the government. However, many years later, the J.R. Jayawardena administration revoked this act. Analysts believe the first executive president may have taken this decision to make the playing field more attractive to foreign direct investors and also local investors and thereby reap the benefits of the open economy. The investment that flowed in showed the move was not far off the mark.
Initial free trade zones didn't take off under Mr. Upali Vijayawardena because this particular business acquisition bill was in place. So at the last stages of Mr. Jayawardena's government, he removed this. I believe it was his last act passed in parliament was to revoke this bill with his two-third majority before he went to elections. From then onwards, the foreign investment in this country started flowing, and with the exchange control liberalization, number of transactions that have taken place and our dealings in investments, trade flows and technology transfers with foreign entities have increased.
But now, many years later, a rehashed version of the discarded legislation is being brought back, sending an emphatic message to the business community. The government, using a controversial provision in the law, submitted the proposed bill aimed at taking over underperforming enterprises and assets as an urgent bill to the Supreme Court last month for clearance. You are aware that on Friday we presented an urgent bill to Parliament. Today the Supreme Court is studying it, and within 48 hours the observations of the Supreme Court will be made known. Some institutions that have been abandoned are included in this. Furthermore, some institutions that had been taken from us and not put to proper use are also included. Furthermore, the bill states as to which institutions will be acquired. This is a proposal that was presented by the President during the last budget. The decision taken by the government to bring in such a bill at this crucial juncture, when it is actively seeking to entice foreign investors, is viewed by economic analysts as undemocratic to begin with and is also unethical in the sense it gives unmitigated power to the government to take over private entities under ambiguous criteria. Economic analysts point out that the tabling of such a bill will only drive away potential investors and would send a negative signal to the already established business community in the island, as no business entity will be safe from takeover in light of the ambiguous takeover criteria. Analysts point out that what the government must do is to transform the loss-making state institutions into profitable ventures and drive the country's economy.
Look at the enterprises the government is running. Look at the CEP. When did it make a profit last? Pathali Champika Ranawaka, the minister I heard say, is making 162 million rupees loss every day. Look at the Petroleum Corporation, loss. Look at the State Trading Corporation, loss. Look at the transport industry. Sri Lanka Transport Board, loss. Look at the railway, Sri Lanka Railway, loss. Look at Sri Lankan Airlines, loss. Look at Mehen Airlines, loss. You want more? What nonsense? Where? Who pays for those losses? Everybody pays for the losses made by the state. Right? Now, who is the state to tell me, look, you haven't met the criteria? Hello, how do you do?
Tomorrow on this special segment.
Government says, look, I don't like your face, so let me take it over. I like your face, so why don't you stay back and enjoy the fruits of the relationship? Look, that's not the way to do it.